workout for today. This workout is split up into two parts. For part one, I am using 2 sets of dumbbells. I have a lighter set and a heavier set. My light set of dumbbells are 5 pounds a piece and my heavier set are 10 pounds a piece. Those are good weights for me, but you may need to use something lighter or heavier. That depends on your strength and on your level of fitness. So please make the decision that is best for you. If you only have 1 set of weights, you can use heavier weights for all of these exercises, but you might want to just eliminate the weight altogether on the second exercise. If you only have a light set of weights, then you can use a light set of weights for all of the exercises. That's no problem. If you have no dumbbells, that's okay. You can still do the workout right along with me. I will walk you through some equipment-free substitutions after the workout, but for right now, I just want to go ahead and get right into it. You will also need an exercise mat or a towel, something that you can lie down on comfortably for our ab exercise. Part 2 of the workout is just jump rope. So if you don't have a jump rope, that's fine. You can just do part 1. Part 1 works alone. It works as a standalone workout. So if you don't have a jump rope or you don't feel like jumping rope today, just do part 1 with me. That's totally fine. If you do have a jump rope and you would like to add on a little additional cardio after part 1, which is going to be strength training, then get your jump rope. Go ahead and grab an exercise mat or a towel. Grab 2 sets of dumbbells if you have them, a lighter set and a heavier set. Take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up. We're going to get started right now. For the first exercise, I'm using my heavier set of weights. My timer is set as a stopwatch. Time has begun. So I'm going to start by holding my weights together in front of me like this. Feet are wide apart. This is going to be a side lunge, squat combo. So I'm going to lunge to one side and then stand from this position. I'm going to sink into a squat, press into the heels and stand. Now alternating sides, so I'm going to lunge to the other side, bringing the weights down towards the foot of that lunging leg, and then stand, return to my starting position. And then squat, let the weights fall down in front of me. Now press into the heels and stand. That's 2 reps. So alternating sides, side lunge, squat. Each time you do a squat, that's 1 rep. So the exercise is side lunge and squat. So that's 4. Lunge, squat, that's 5. We're going to 20. 6, keep going. 15, 16, just 4 more, 17, 18, 19, last one. That's 20. For the next exercise, I'm dropping my heavy weights and I'm picking up my lighter set of weights. I recommend doing this exercise with a lighter set of weights. If you want to do it with a heavier set, that's your call. That depends on how heavy your weights are and how strong you are, how fit you are. So make the decision that's best for you. If you only have heavy weights and you don't have a lighter set, I would actually prefer that you just eliminate the weight for this exercise, but it's your workout, so you make the decision that's best for you. So I have my light weights, sitting on the mat. I'm going to straighten both legs, and I'm going to crunch one knee in at a time. And I'm going to start with my hands out to the side. As I bring that knee in, I'm going to tap the weights together under the knee. And then we're gonna repeat on the opposite side. So bringing the opposite knee and tapping the weights. Each 2 taps is 1 rep, and we're doing 20. Okay, so extend the legs, arms come out to the side, and now crunch one knee in, tap the weights. Crunch the other knee and tap the weights. That's 1 rep. That's 2. 3. Crunch and tap, that's 4. 5, we're going to 20, keep going. 19, last one, 20. So, in my opinion, I think that's an exercise that is doable with heavier weights, but you have to slow it down. I also probably wouldn't double count it if I was doing that exercise with heavier weights. So I would probably count each knee crunch as 1 rep instead of each 2 knee crunches as 1 rep. So again, your workout is your workout, so please make the decision that's best for you. Be safe. You know your body. So for the last exercise, I'm doing a weighted Santana push-up, only using 1 weight. I'm going to stay on one side for the whole time. So I'm going to hold onto my dumbbell with one hand. The other hand is flat on the ground. I'm going to step my feet back so that I'm in a plank position, and I'm going to do a push-up from this position. Now I'm going to rotate into a side plank, bringing the weight up to my shoulder, and then pressing the weight up overhead. Weight comes back down to the shoulder, return to the starting position. That's 1 rep. I'm staying on the same arm for the entire set of 20. So, push up, bring the weight up to the shoulder, press it up overhead, return to your starting position. That's 2. Push up, press the weight up overhead. That's 3. That's 10. I have to do 10 more. We're doing 20 reps of everything, okay? So I'm gonna finish up these last 10 reps, and then I'm just gonna do the whole thing one more time. And that's my part 1. It's gonna be on the shorter side. So if you're only doing part 1 and you're not doing jump rope, you can do 4 rounds of this circuit instead of just 2. That's up to you. If 2 is enough for you, then you can just do 2. You can do 3. You can make it an AMRAP. You can set your timer to count down 20 minutes or 30 minutes and see how many times you can complete the circuit in 20 minutes or 30 minutes or however long you want your workout to be, okay? When you're ready, let's finish up with these last 10 reps of weighted Santana push-ups on this arm, and then we'll just do the whole thing once more. And then we're done with part 1. Unless you want to do more rounds. I'm done with part 1. myself for 20, so I'm gonna take just a short little rest break so that I can finish up these last 5. Nice and clean, nice and controlled. And I don't have my arms feeling on me. Okay. I'm picking up my count at 16. 16. 17. 18, just 2 more. 19, last one. That's 20. So round 1 took me less than 10 minutes. So maybe if you wanted to turn this into an AMRAP, you could do a 30-minute AMRAP. See how many times you can get through the circuit in 30 minutes. Try your best to get through the circuit at least 3 times. All right. Let's try to pick up the pace a little bit in round 2. Now that you've seen everything, and I don't have to explain the exercises. So when you're ready, let's start again at the top with our side lunge squat combo. Here we go. So side lunge and squat, that's 1. Other side, 2, 3, 4. Again, we're going to 20. It's 5. That's 10. 10 more. It's 15. 16. 17, 18, 19, last one. That's 20. Switching to my lighter set of weight for our ab exercise. Single leg crunch. Tapping the dumbbells together underneath that knee. Each 2 crunches is 1 rep, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to 20. It's 10. Keep going. 15. That's 20. I'm gonna convince myself that I lost track of my reps and was counting every knee crunch as 1 rep for a section of there. So just to scratch that itch on my brain, I'm gonna do another 10 reps, just so I don't have any doubt that I did not short myself. So If you know you did 20 reps, you don't have to do this. You can move on to push-ups. We're almost done, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just once I get that thought in my head that I might possibly have lost track of my count, I can't get rid of it. And I'm going to convince myself for the rest of the day that I didn't do enough reps. So I'd rather just know that I did more than what I meant to do rather than not enough. All right, we have just 20 reps left to go. Make sure you're switching sides so that we are doing our weighted Santana push-ups with the weight on the other side now. So other hand on the weight. And here we go. Push up, rotate into the side plank, bring the weight up to the shoulder first, and then press it up overhead. Bring it back down to the shoulder, and then return to your starting position. That's 3. 4. 5, keep going. We're going to 20 again. 9. I'm going to do one more and then I need to rest. That was 10. I have to do 10 more. But my left arm needs a rest. It was shaky on those last few reps and I felt like it might fail. So giving myself a nice long rest. I'm gonna do another 5 when I feel I have regained enough strength. And then again, I'll take a quick rest, finish up with my last 5, and hopefully we can finish in under 20 minutes. All right? Wish me luck. When you're ready, I'm picking up my count at 10. I would like to do another 5 unbroken. If you need more of a rest, take as long as you need. You can pause the video if you want to stay with me. When you're ready, come back. I'm going to tackle another set of 5. Here we go. That's 15. I only have to do 5 more, but it's this left arm. This is my weaker arm. This arm already did the part of lifting the weights, and now it's having to support my entire body weight plus this 10-pound dumbbell as I'm in that side plank position. So this is my weaker arm. and we're fatigued because, well, I'm fatigued because we're almost finished with our second full round. We've been going for almost 20 minutes. So I'm gonna do my best. Last 5 reps, here we go. 16. 17. 18. 19, just one more. 20. Just writing down my score for part 1. That ended up taking me a total of 19 minutes and 20 seconds. So if that's all you want to do for today, I think that's fine. I think that works as its own little workout. You can do your bonus burpee. Go hit the showers, have something to eat, and get on with the rest of your day. If you want to continue on, you have options. You can either do another 2 rounds of the circuit. That would be great. Or if you don't have a jump rope, but you want to add on a little additional cardio, I'm going to be doing sets of 100 with my jump rope, and I'm going to be doing 20 sets. So 20 sets of 100 is going to take me about plus or minus 20 minutes or so. So if you have an exercise bike or a treadmill, you can hop on one of those for 20 minutes. You could go for a 20-minute jog. So run like a 5K or something like that, or 2 miles, depending on how fast you run. So this would be a great workout to take to the park if you have like a dirt track. Of course, you could run around your neighborhood. If you have access to the field at your local high school, you could run around the track a few times. So 20 minutes or so of cardio, any way you want to get it done, will work. If you do have a jump rope, I'm going to be doing sets of 100. So what I mean by that, I count 1 rep of jump rope means 1 revolution of the rope. So a set of 100 with the jump rope would mean 100 revolutions of the jump rope. So whatever style of jump rope you want to do is fine. We're counting revolutions of the rope. So I always just kind of jog like this when I'm jumping rope. You can jump with your feet together if you prefer. If you're really good at jump rope, you can do something more challenging. You can do high knees, jump rope jacks, you can jump side to side. Any jump rope variation you want to do is fine. The only important thing is that we're counting revolutions of the jump rope. 100 revolutions of the rope, 20 times. Okay? So, I am resetting my timer. It's still set as a stopwatch, but I'm starting it over. I'm timing these part 1 and part 2 separately. So part 1 took me 19 minutes and 20 seconds. I am hoping that I can finish part 2 in under 20 minutes. It's going to depend on how much I'm tripping over my jump rope and how short I can keep the time in between sets. So after each set, I'm going to mark down a little slash so I don't lose track of how many sets I have completed. But I'm going to try my best to keep the rest breaks in between sets as short as I can. I want to really keep it tight if I can. Obviously, as I fatigue, I might need to take a longer rest break. So do what you need to do. You should take as long of a rest as you need, but keep it as short as you can. We don't want this to take all day. I would like to finish this in under 20 minutes if I can. Okay, so if you need a longer rest break before starting part 2, if you need to go towel off or hydrate, go ahead, pause the video, go ahead, get something to drink. When you're ready, come back. We're gonna start part 2 right now. So my timer is going. I'm gonna start with my first set of 100, so counting 100 revolutions of the jump rope like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, if you trip, you do not have to start the whole set over. I would be out here all day and all night. I tripped on rep like 80 something, so I'm picking up my count at 80, and I'm just gonna do another 20 reps to complete my first set of 100, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. $100. Okay, so that's my first set of 100. It wasn't pretty, but we got it done. So, some days I trip over my jump rope a lot. It can get pretty frustrating, but you just have to do your best to not let it get to you. I know it's frustrating. Obviously, we're not trying to trip on the jump rope. We're trying to not trip on the jump rope. So when you're failing at what you're trying to do, of course it's frustrating. I'm not saying to stifle your frustration. It's completely understandable. It is 100% valid. It is normal and natural. So don't beat yourself up for getting frustrated. Just do your best to not let the frustration dictate your mindset for the entire rest of the workout, because it's only going to sabotage you. It will not fix the problem of tripping over the jump rope. If anything, it will only make it worse. So if you trip, again, you do not have to start the whole set over. Take a breath and just pick up right where you left off and do your best, okay? Try to leave the trip behind you and just move forward. I know it's easier said than done sometimes. Believe me, this speech is more for me than anybody else, because I do get very frustrated on the days where I'm tripping over my jump rope a ton. And I'm really hoping that this isn't one of those days, but I've only completed one set and I have 19 more to go, so I have to just try to focus and do my best and not let the frustration dictate my mindset, okay? So now we've completed one set. I'm gonna really try to pick up the pace, keep my breaks short in between sets. You know what we're doing. So let's go ahead and start set number 2. Here we go. Here we go, that's set number 2. So if I can string together some more clean sets and keep my rest in between sets short, maybe I can finish in under 20 minutes. Here we go, set number 3, when you're ready. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And we're going to do a little slash. And then as soon as you're ready, right into our next set. that set, I am actually gonna start it over because I tripped on like rep number 20. I feel like 20 is always my threshold. If I can't even complete 20 clean reps, I like to just start the whole set over so that I can string together 100 clean reps and do an unbroken set if I can. If I trip on rep 50 or 60 or 70, I just pick it up where I left off, but since I tripped so early on in the set that time, I am gonna go ahead and start that set over. Again, you make the call. It's your workout, you make the decision that's best for you. I'm gonna start this set over and hopefully I can do 100 clean reps unbroken. All right, here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That just feels better to me to do it that way. That was set number 5. So even though I am not, flying through these, my pace is really slow today. We're still already 1/4 of the way through. So we just have to do all that 3 more times. Let's try to pick up the pace, focus, tighten it up. We are starting set number 6 right now. Here we go. Tedious, I know, doing 20 of these. You can play music if you want. If you're able to keep track of your count while listening to music, again, that's up to you. It makes it feel far less tedious, in my opinion. Starting that set over. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I can't listen to music when I'm counting my reps because I'm listening to the music and I can't, my brain can't do both at once. So no music for me, just counting to 100 20 times. is set number 14. So we're almost halfway through with this jump rope section. Set was set number 14. Then I said we were almost halfway through. Obviously, I meant to say set number 9. And this one was set number 10. So now we are halfway through. I am not on pace to finish in under 20 minutes, so I'm really gonna try to zip the lip, pick up the pace, focus so I'm not tripping so much over my jump rope. And if I do trip, I'm just gonna take one deep breath and get right back into it. I want to really tighten up this second half. I still might be able to finish in under 20 minutes if I push really hard and with a little luck, if I don't trip over my rope too much. All right, second half, here we go. Set number 11, when you're ready. That's 100. Just doing a few more because, again, I felt like my mind started to wander and I lost track of my count. And I'll never be able to scratch that itch on my brain that I might have miscounted and done 80 or 90 reps in a set instead of 100. So I'd rather do 120 than not be sure if I did the full 100. So that was set number 14. Let's keep pushing. Trying to finish it under 20. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's set number 15. We have just 5 more sets to go. Picked up a lot of pace. Let's keep pushing. That's 16, just 4 more. Let's keep pushing. That's 17. 3 more. That's 18, just 2 more. We're not quite at 20 minutes yet. Oops. That's 19. Last set. So not going to finish in under 20, but I did pick up the pace a lot in this second half. I'm gonna mark my 20th little slash, even though I no longer need to keep track of my rounds. because I earned that slash and I want it to be duly notated. I want the record to reflect that I completed all 20 sets in 21 minutes and 20 seconds. So I tightened it up an awful lot in the second half. The first half took me over 12 minutes and the second half took me 9 minutes and something. So if I would have just started a little faster, I definitely could have finished in under 20 minutes, but it's okay because we did it. We got the reps done. It's all good. We are almost finished. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee, so we have just 1 rep left to go. However, when I do a jump rope workout, in addition to my bonus burpee, I also like to do a bonus set of 100 with my jump rope. It's completely optional. It is not technically part of the workout, but if you would like to join me in 1 more set of 100, any style you want, we're counting 100 revolutions of the rope just like we've been doing for the last 20 some odd minutes. So when you're ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 100. So that's our little jump rope bonus. And now we have just 1 rep left to go. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. Final rep of the day. When you're ready, here we go. All right, that's it. That's the workout. Adding up part 1 and part 2. Part 1 took me 19 minutes and 20 seconds. Part 2 took me 21 minutes and 20 seconds. So altogether, this workout took me 40 minutes and 40 seconds, not including the time in between parts 1 and 2. I know I can do it faster next time, but now I have a very clear goal in mind for a time that I want to beat next time I revisit this workout. So I always recommend timing yourself, and that way you can kind of compete against yourself, and next time you do the same workout, you can try to beat your previous score. Always go for a personal best, because then you can actually see yourself improving. You can see yourself getting faster and stronger, and I find it really encouraging. It may or may not work for you, but it's worth a shot. So try it and see if it doesn't encourage you to be able to see evidence of your progress, to be able to see evidence that you're getting stronger and faster with each time you do the workout. So before I go, let me show you the equipment-free substitutions in case you don't have dumbbells. You can always use household items like a couple of water bottles, cans of soup, a jug of laundry detergent, something like that for this first exercise. Any type of weight that you want to hold in front of you is fine, as long as it's not too heavy for you and as long as you can hold on to it safely, that's fine. But if you don't want to add weight, you can really just do side lunge and a squat combo without any added weight. So it's going to look very similar. You start with your feet wide apart, so wider than your hips. And remember, as always, that you want your shoulders back and down. You want to keep your chest lifted high. You want your entire core strong and tight and engaged. You want it working the whole time. Always think of pushing your booty back, like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your booty. That's going to help keep your back flat and the weight in your heels, which is what we want. So now, bearing all that in mind, shoulders back and down, chest high, abs are engaged, push the booty back. Flat back, weight is in the heel. You're gonna lunge to one side, and you can reach down and touch the toes on that foot if you want. If you do not have a range of motion yet that allows you to reach down that far, that's fine. Just go where you can. So if you're a beginner and your lunge is here, that's fine. Also, if you're a beginner, you can have a chair in front of you for support. There's always ways to modify if you're a beginner. So as always, if you need help with beginner modifications, please just ask. It is so important to me that all of my workouts are always accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. So of course that includes those of you with no equipment whatsoever, which is why I am taking the time now to demonstrate and explain equipment-free substitutions, and it also includes the most beginner of beginners. So if you ever need to see beginner modifications, if you need further help with modifications or substitutions beyond what I'm showing you in the video and beyond what I have typed out in the description box below the video, I am always here to help, okay? So don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. If anything is unclear about the format, if you have any questions about how to do the exercises properly, ask and I will help, okay? So, side lunge, touchdown if you can, and then return to the center and squat. You can just do an air squat, that's fine. Remembering to keep your shoulders back and down, chest lifted high, push the booty back, keeping the weight in the heels and your back flat. And then from here, you sink down into your squat as deep as you can go. Explore your full range of motion, but don't push your body into doing something it's not ready to do. So work to your own level. Squat as low as you can without hurting yourself, minding your form. Then press into the heels and stand, return to the starting position. That's 1 rep. And then you'll alternate sides. So with rep number 2, you will lunge to the other side. Shoulders back and down, chest high, core is engaged. Flat back, pushing that booty back, keeping the back straight and the weight in the heels. And now my weight is over the heel of this standing foot. Reach down and tap the toes if you can. Press into this heel to stand, return to your starting position, and then push that booty back. And with a flat back, keeping the weight in your heels, sink down into your squat. Press into the heels to stand. Okay, so that can be your equipment-free substitution. Let's put it all together so you can see how it flows. Here we go, starting position, feet wide apart, lunge, and squat. That's 1. Alternating sides, so now lunge to the other foot, and squat. That's 2. Lunge, and squat. That's 3. Lunge, squat. That's 4. Next was our ab exercise. So again, if you have water bottles or cans of soup or some other type of household item that you can hold onto, that will absolutely work for this exercise. If you don't want to add weight to the exercise, here is an equipment-free modification. You're going to do the exact same exercise, but instead of holding onto weights, you're just going to clasp your hands together under the knee. Okay, so lifting your feet up off the mat and starting with your hands out to the side. Now you're going to bend one knee in, and as you do that, you're going to bring the hands together and clap the hands under that knee. Then return to the starting position. So straighten that knee and extend the leg and bring the hands back out to the sides. Now other leg comes in, clap the hands together under the knee. And again, I was counting that as 1 rep. And we were doing 20 reps per round, but of course, if 20 reps is too many for you, keep in mind that you can always reduce the amount of reps, okay? Work to your own level. That doesn't only mean doing the exercises without any added weight. That can also mean reducing the amount of reps or increasing the amount of reps if you want, okay? I'm showing you what I'm doing. This is my workout of the day. You are, of course, invited to join me and do exactly what I'm doing, but you are always encouraged to make whatever changes you need to make it work for you, okay? So work to your own level, make the decision that is best for you, but your equipment-free version of this exercise, the way I was doing it, would look like this. 1, crunch, crunch, that's 2. So 1 knee, then the other knee, that's 3. 4, okay? If you are a beginner and it's too difficult to have your heels lifted off the mat the whole time, try having your heels on the mat so that as you're lifting one leg and crunching the knee in, the other heel stays on the mat. That might make it a bit easier for you. So, like this. This can be your beginner modification. If adding the arms is too difficult, you can have the arms down behind you for support and just work on crunching the knees in, okay? Any kind of ab exercise you can manage is fine. So again, if you need any further help with beginner modifications, if you need to see an ab exercise that you can manage, you can't manage this one and you want to see something else, I'm always here to help. So please just ask. And the last exercise was weighted Santana push-ups. Now, if you want to use a water bottle for this, I would not recommend it. I would prefer that you didn't. My dumbbells are shaped like hexagons, meaning that they are flat on the bottom. So when I'm doing an exercise like this where I'm in a plank position with my weight on the dumbbell's flat, meaning that it's not going to roll around on me. If your dumbbells are rounded on the end, I don't think that it's safe to use for this exercise because it might roll around on you, and if your entire body weight is on the dumbbell and it rolls around on you, you could fall and get hurt. I don't want to be hearing about any chipped teeth or black eyes or busted lips or any other types of injuries. I don't want anyone getting hurt. So if your dumbbells are not flat on the bottom, then I do not recommend using them for this exercise. And if you're using a household item that's round, like a water bottle or a can of soup, I do not recommend using it for this exercise. Now, since one hand is flat on the ground, you might be able to make it work. That is up to you. You need to exercise extreme caution. Use your common sense, okay? You know what you can handle, you know your body, so make the decision that is best for you. But I would prefer, unless you have dumbbells that are flat on the bottom, I would prefer that you do this equipment free modification that I'm about to show you now, okay? So it's just gonna be a Santana push-up without any added weight. So I'm going to come down into a plank position with both my hands flat on the ground. And remember that for your push-ups, you want your body in one straight line, all the way from your heels to your shoulders. If your hips are slightly elevated, that's okay. You're not going to hurt yourself doing that, and it actually will make the push-ups a bit easier. So it's fine if your hips are a little bit elevated. Don't worry too much about that. What I don't want you to do, I do not want you to allow your hips to drop down like this, okay? So hips a bit elevated is fine, but ideally you want your body to be in one straight line from your ankles all the way to your shoulders. And then from here, you're going to bend your elbows and lower your chest as far down as you can. Ideally, you want to lower your chest all the way down to the ground. And then again, keeping your body in one straight line the whole time. Press your hands into the ground, straighten the elbows, and push yourself back up. If you cannot lower your chest all the way down to the ground, that's fine. You have to work to your own level. Put in the work where you are, and then eventually, with consistent effort, you will get stronger and you will see your range of motion increase. So if you cannot get your chest all the way down to the ground, don't worry about it. Just go as far as you can with good form, meaning lower your body down, lower your chest down to the ground as low as you can without breaking that line. Okay, so if you can only come down this far, then that's fine. Come down this far and then press your hands into the ground, straighten your elbows, and push yourself up. And that's your push-up. If you can only come down this far, what I don't want you to do is try to compensate for the fact that you're not lowering your chest all the way down to the ground by lowering some other body part down to the ground, okay? So don't get down this far and then, oh, my arms can't do any more, so I'll lower my belly to the ground or my hips to the ground instead. No, don't do that. Another thing I see a lot of people do is they get here and they're trying so hard to get their chest all the way down to the ground, but they can't. So instead they kind of try to trick themselves into thinking that they're getting all the way down to the ground by lowering their head down to the ground and then pushing up. You want your head to stay still in a neutral position, okay? You're lowering your chest down to the ground as far as you can go. Not your belly, not your hips, not your forehead. So keep your body in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders. Don't drop your hips, don't bob your head up and down, okay? So not this, but this. And of course, the same principles apply if you're doing your push-up from your knees. So in that case, you want your body in one straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Okay, so if I'm down here on my mat, my body's in one straight line from my knees to my shoulders. Hips slightly elevated, not the end of the world. Dipping the hips, not allowed, okay? So keep those hips lifted high. Make sure your core is turned on the entire time. You want your core to be engaged and working the whole time. Keep your head still, and from this position, keeping your body in one straight line from your knees to your shoulders the whole time. You're gonna bend your elbows, lower your chest down as far as you can. If you can lower it all the way to the ground, great. Now press into the ground, press those palms into the ground, straighten your elbows, and push yourself back up. Keeping your body in one straight line from your knees to your shoulders the whole time. So again, the goal is to get your chest as low to the ground as you can without breaking that straight line. So work to your own level, okay? If you need to shorten up your range of motion, then you can just come here. If this is as low as you can go without dropping your hips and without bobbing your head down to the ground, then just come here. Now press your hands into the ground, straighten the elbows and push yourself back up. The only important thing is that your body's in one straight line the whole time, okay? So if your range of motion only allows you to come halfway, then this is your push-up, and that is great. Put in the work at this level, and eventually you will see yourself get stronger, you will see your range of motion increase, and eventually you'll be able to get your chest all the way down to the ground while keeping your body in one straight line from your knees to your shoulders the whole time. These are Santana push-ups. So we do need to add in the second component of this exercise. I was doing my Santana push-ups weighted. So I was rotating into a side plank and bringing the weight first up to my shoulder and then pressing the weight up overhead. But since you're not holding on to any weight, there's no need to bring anything to your shoulder because you're not pressing a weight up overhead. So you can just keep your arms straight the whole time. So it will look like this. You'll do your push-up. And then from here, you're just going to rotate into your side plank, lift that arm straight up overhead, and then bring it back down and return to your starting position like this. Okay, so that's a Santana push-up without any added weight. We'll put it together so that you can see the flow of it. Again, I was staying on one side for the entire set of 20 push-ups. If 20 push-ups is too many for you, you can reduce the amount of reps. You can do 10 push-ups per round. So do whatever works for you, but we were staying on one side for the entire set, okay? So push up and then rotate into your side plank. Rotate back, return to your starting position, staying on the same side. Push up, side plank, lift the arm up overhead, return to your starting position, that's 2. Push up, rotate into the side plank, keep those hips high. Again, when you're in your side plank, don't let your hips drop down, keep them high, okay? But that is your equipment-free version of the Santana push-ups, and you can do the same thing from your knees. So if you are doing knee push-ups, you'll be down here, you're gonna do the push-up from your knees, and then you're going to rotate into a side plank. So we're rotating this way, this top leg, I'm going to straighten it, and I'm going to keep this bottom knee on the mat for support. And I'm just gonna lift that hand up overhead, just the way I did from my toes, okay? Then return to the starting position, so this hand comes back down, and you can bring this other knee back onto the mat. Staying on the same side for the entire 20 reps, or however many reps you're doing. So, push up, rotate into a side plank, straighten that top leg, leave the bottom knee on the mat for support, and then bring it back. Return to your starting position, placing both knees back on the mat. That's 2. Push up, side plank, keep those hips high, and return to the starting position. That's 3. Okay, I think that covers everything. One last time, if anything is unclear, if you need any further help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, please just ask. I am always here to help. If you did this workout with me today, thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you to everyone who has been working out with me lately. And even if you're not doing the workouts with me, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. Thank you for all of your wonderful and supportive and engaging comments. It means the world to me. You have no idea. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, a great big thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for years. I appreciate you all very much. And one last thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way until the end and commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I go, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is, back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin a 1/4 mile. So if you are still watching this video, hello, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, or thank you for skipping all the way to the end to see the secret code phrase of the day. You guys, I don't care. You can cheat. It's fine by me. It still amuses me more than you know. So either way, whether you watched the whole video or whether you cheated and skipped to the end, just let me know that someone is still watching. Leave me a comment that says, back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin a 1/4 mile. That is it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.